Namaste students, my name is JVS Dr. Neeraj Dholia, Faculty of Agriculture and Veterinary Science, Jyoti Vidyapeeth, Women's University, Jaipur. So in this lecture, we are going to study about the behavioral genetics. This belongs to the subject behavioral science. So what is the behavioral genetics? Means the genetic component, how genetics affect the behavior, or how the genes or the genome is responsible or related with our behavior. So it is also known as the psychogenetics. So in this topic, we will study that the how the influence of genetic composition on the behavior of an organism. So as I told that it is also known as the psychogenetics. So the study of influence of the organism genetic composition on its behavior and the interaction of heredity and environment and their effect on the behavior. So how the heredity and how the environment are responsible to decide any behavior and how they influence them. So the behavioral genetics, how to study the behavioral genetics. So you have to study the genetic component. If it is same, and if it is same, then how it is have the role on the behavior and how the environment affects the genetic component, and then further it is result in the effect of the change in behavior. So we are going to discuss the method of study the behavioral genetics. So various methods are there. One is the quantitative genetics method. In the quantitative genetic method, we estimate the net effect of genetic and the environmental factors. So in this, we are not bothered about the mechanism. We estimate only the overall effect. Okay, that this much of genetic change is there, and this much of percentage is change as a behavioral difference. Okay, so in addition to the quantitative genetics method, molecular genetic methods are also there, and that may be used to identify the specific genes responsible for the genetic influence. So in that we can map the genes, we can study that is there any difference, is there any mutation, is there any change in the gene which are responsible for the different behavior. We can use the animal models, we can use the human volunteers, but the method is different for the human volunteers, and that is somewhat typical. But in the laboratory animals, because we can produce the clones of the animals, and it is easier to study in the animals, laboratory animals. So research is carried out in both in the animals and in the humans. So, however, the studies using animal models tend to provide more accurate data, because in that condition we can control the environment, we can we can change the genes. Okay, so thus the more accurate data is from animal studies. In humans, it is not possible, because the genes and the environment cannot be manipulated and cannot be controlled as we control it in the laboratory animals. Okay, so the relationship between the behavior and the genetics, or we can say the heredity, was first proposed by a scientist, Sir Francisco Galton, and he coined the phrase nature and nurture. Okay, so what he did, Galton studies the families of a well-known person, that is the Charles Darwin and his cousins, that the mental powers run in the families. Galton is the first scientist or first human who used the twins in the genetic research. So this was a very fascinating and very I can say that it is very critical thinking that twins can be used for the genetic study, because uh, theoretically and practically twins are the clones, exactly the clones. Okay, specifically the monozygotic twins. Okay, so they pioneered many of the statistical methods of analysis that are in used today also. Okay, so in 1980, the British statisticians and geneticists Ronald Emler Fisher published a paper that showed that how the Geiger-Mendel's law of inheritance applied on the complex state influenced by the multiple genes and the environmental factors. Okay, so in Mendel's experiment, he used the plant which have the few specified characters. He used some limited characters, but the traits which have the complex genetic composition, complex genes, complex phenotypes, the rules are applicable on them also, but how they affect the trait, how they affect how their genetic component and the environmental factors affect their phenotypes is studied by the Ronald Elmer Fisher. Okay, so in the animals, the siblings are nearly pure strains, or it is true in the humans also. In the siblings, all offsprings are genetically highly similar than the other population. Okay, if you choose for a genetic study randomly from a population, that will be genetically very far apart from each other. But the siblings are comparatively highly similar genetically. Okay, so it is possible to screen for genetic influence on behavior by comparing the behavior of different inbred strains raised in the same laboratory environment. So it is only true for the laboratory animals. The inbred strains can be raised in the laboratory controlled laboratory environment, and the genetics can be studied. Again, a selective breeding can also alternative to study the genetic behavior or behavioral genetics. The genetic involvements can be evaluated using the selective breeding, because in the natural breeding we can use the two extremes of the trait, the lower phenotype and the highest degree of phenotype trait can be used to find out or to get the contrasting results to visual results and results which can be observed. Okay, so in the selective breeding, it is also possible at some extent to study. So now talking about the humans, that how the things can be studied in the humans. So the genes and the environments cannot be manipulated in the humans because of some ethical issues or some ethical permissions. So in that case, the twins are very interesting thing to be utilized. So twin method is used for the human species for this purpose. There are monozygotic twins, there are dizygotic twins. What is the difference? The monozygotic twins are originally they are clones. They are genetically identical to each other because they came from the same fertilized egg. If for some regions the fertilized egg is um, divided into two parts, then the two parts of the fertilized egg makes two different individuals. Then they are known as the monozygotic twins. So the influence of genetics is on behavior can be studied on the monozygotic twins, because if genetics is responsible for behaviors, then these two individuals, the monozygotic twins, will have or should have identical behaviors. Okay, so again, dizygotic twins are also there. So two in the dizygotic twins, they are not clones exactly, because the two eggs that happen to be fertilized at the same time um, are developed into different zygotes, and they are known as the dizygotic twins. Because they are different zygotes, so they have different genetics, means they are not identical. Okay, but they can be studied for the environmental effect on the behavior, because the environment was exactly for the dizygotic twins. The fertilization time is same, the blood group, the body temperature, body nutritions, and all the other factors are exactly similar in the dizygotic twins. Okay, so the environmental influence on the genetics or in the behavioral genetics can be studied on the dizygotic twins. Okay, further, the adoption method is also utilized in the human species. Okay, so say for example, twins are there and one is adopted by a different family, and one is adopted by a different family. So their growing up is in different environment, so uh, they should have different um, behaviors if the environment is a crucial or a deciding factor. Okay, environment is different, but their genetics is same. They are genetically identical. So the studies are going on these types of adopted twins, and it is the information by these types of twins are very significant in the human species. So that's all are about the behavior genetics. We have studied that what is the behavior genetics, what is the psychogenetics, and what are the different methods of studies. The quantitative genetics method we have studied. We have studied that the molecular genetics methods is also responsible or involved in this type of study. Laboratory animals can be studied, which are produced in the controlled environment. We have studied the role of the Sir Galton. We have studied the role of the Fisher, sir, and we have studied the role of the siblings, which are used in the animals and in the humans as well. Then selective breeding is also utilized. Then twins method, monozygotic twins, dizygotic twins, and adoption methods in the twins. So that's all. So hope you are satisfied with this digital session. And if you have any doubt, you can write in the comment box. I will write back and resolve your query or doubt. And this session is powered by Digital Version 2, Jyoti Vidyapeeth Women's University, Jaipur. Thank you.